This was an interesting question, actually. We don't talk Packers too much, though, right? I try to do it just to get away from the whole Niners thing.
Just because you're a big Niners fan?
So the question is, if the Packers have a rough season in 2021, rough schedule, the first seed, although the NFC North doesn't look strong at all this year, it looks pretty weak. And they go, say, 9-8, don't do good. Is A-Rod out? What do you think, Vish?
Yeah, I think he is. And I think it'll be the biggest mistake in the history of the franchise. Because I still think he's got like 5 good years left. Like, he was special last year.
Yeah.
But I think the way it's set up is that basically they're going to blame Aaron Rodgers if it goes wrong. Right? That's how it feels. Now, Aaron Rodgers' contract isn't exactly an easy contract to move off of. I think even next year.
No, so the 2022 offseason, they do have somewhat of an out where the dead money's not completely terrible.
But isn't it still? It's not like something that you just do for nothing, right?
They definitely would have a lot of dead money, but
yeah,
they can save $20 million or something. It's not. I'll say this: it could have been worse if they would have extended him this offseason. Not extended. If they would have restructured his contract this offseason, they would have spread some of his some of his salary this year and spread it across the life of the contract and making it guaranteed. And so if they would have done that, that would have left them more liable for guaranteed cap hits in the future. And by not doing that, it's a little subtle hint saying we're not committing to him in the future entirely. Right. So that's where it's like kind of interesting and like, why are they not doing that?
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Why do you think?
Exactly.
Yeah, and so the dead cap is $17 million. So it's not like it's pennies. The dead cap is a decent amount, but they do save a reasonable sum of money.
They do.
Aaron Rodgers paid a lot. But what I will say is that I think it just makes too much sense, only because whatever you think of Jordan Love, you drafted him for the financial flexibility. And I think part of the Packers' problem, and I don't want to say it's really their problem because Aaron Rodgers has been so good with his time at the Packers, but you've talked about it. We've talked about it ad nauseum. What's the number, Blake? What's the cap percentage? Beyond that, you can't win a Super Bowl. It's 15, right?
It's been 12.
It's 12. Matt Ryan was the closest at 15.
He was at 15.4 or 15 something, and they collapsed epically, and he should have broken all the laws, but he couldn't because of the rule.
Right. The NFL wanted to preserve that rule, but that's the point, right? And now you're 2 years into Jordan Love without him playing. You only have 3 more years of that financial flexibility that should give you that opportunity to win, right? It's the best kept secret in the NFL, or it's the worst kept secret that if you have a rookie quarterback, you're going to have a stacked team, and you can go win big if you have a good good quarterback on a rookie contract. So from that standpoint, I think it just, unfortunately, it makes too much sense. And I'm a little disappointed because, as much as I love the Niners moving up to 3 and all of that, like, man, there was a part of me that was really hoping that he would come finish his career in the Bay and he would win a Super Bowl with us and I could rub it in your face. But it seems like all of that is unlikely. But I think that, there's a real possibility that 2021, if the Green Bay Packers don't once again go like 13-4 or 14-3, like that's his last season in Green Bay. Yeah,
no, definitely. But here's the thing, though. I think they will remain patient with Love. I don't think their thing is like it's a do or die this year on whether we trade him. Like, I think they would sit him for 3 years. And after that, do it. Like, I think they would be comfortable. Now, I know we mentioned financial flexibility, but with Rodgers, he only he sat 3 whole years. So, like, they didn't really reap the benefits of the rookie contract. Now, this was before the rookie wage scale was changed. So, if you remember, like, rookies were getting paid some of the highest in their position. And this would screw the bottom tier teams. Like, the Lions, they had Stafford, Megatron, and Ndamukong Suh, who were all really good, but they were making like tons of guaranteed money.
Yeah.
Even if you're a really good rookie, it's just like not worth it because you're getting paid the same amount as like a Pro Bowler, a borderline Pro Bowler. So that's how it was then. But I think they will be patient. And yeah, like you could say they might go 9-8, but at the end of the day, I'm not betting against the Packers to go around 500 with.
Yeah, so with Aaron Rodgers, I just don't think there's any way. Like the Aaron Rodgers LaFleur connection seems to be yin and yang, and for that, I just think there's no way they go 9-8. But I do think if they have another disappointing kind of playoff type thing and whatever, whether it's Rodgers that just pushes himself out or whether this ends ugly, just because Jordan Love, the entire point, right, with Love is to get him on the rookie contract.
Yes.
You've already lost 2 years of it. And I know you're saying be patient with it, but that 5th-year option for Jordan Love, they got to make a decision after year 3. And if he doesn't play at all, you can't take it.
Or yeah, it is year 3, sorry.
But yeah, and since the 2018 draft class, or this draft class, it's all fully guaranteed money. And in Jordan Love's case, I think it'll be like 10 to 12 million fully guaranteed, which is still a decent amount of money for a guy who might not have played a snap by then. So
that's cheap still for a quarterback that, dude, if he sat for 3 years, he would.
But he hasn't played.
I mean, he hasn't played, but dude, I mean, he's been sitting behind the GOAT, my GOAT right there. He's been sitting behind Rodgers. He'd be getting coached up. He'd be looking really good. I think if he sat for 2 or 3 years, I already think he's going to be really good. Like, we always mention, like, sit a quarterback, let him develop. The Packers are doing that to a guy who has the arm talent and has the potential to be really good. He might not have the best footwork. He might not know how to read a complex defense or wasn't exposed to those type of things in college, but guess what he's been doing all this time while he's been having that red shirt on? He's been doing exactly that. So, yeah, man, it'll be interesting.
The talent is real. The talent is really real. I am a lot more skeptical than you about his future, but we'll see.
He'll be good. He'll be good.